Good morning, everyone. Today we're continuing our reading in Genesis, and we're in chapter 40 and continuing in the life of Joseph. And we've noted all along the way that Joseph has had a tough life, and it might look at first good that he was his dad's favorite child, but in turn, what happened is as his dad favored him, his brothers didn't like that, and they were very jealous of him, and so they end up selling him into slavery into Egypt. And while he's working in this distant land of Egypt, once again circumstances hit, and he's unjustly accused of making advances towards his boss's wife, and he's thrown into jail. And so in today's chapter 40, Joseph is in prison. And while he's in prison, he meets Pharaoh's chief cupbearer and his chief baker. And both of them have amazing dreams. And of course, Joseph is one who is able to interpret dreams because of the skill that God's given him. And so Joseph interprets the cupbearer's dream, and it says that the cupbearer is going to be released from prison in about 3 days. And Joseph says, wow, when you get out, remember me. And the chapter ends, though, with kind of a sad statement. Chapter 40, verse 23, it says, Pharaoh's chief cupbearer, however, forgot all about Joseph, never giving him another thought. This appears to be a very tough ending, but I just want to encourage you to keep on reading because God's not done here. And but we think that if chapter 40 were all that there was, this would be a hopeless situation. You might ask, where is God? And you might even be able to resonate with Joseph today about that. You might be thinking, God, have you forgotten me? Do you even care? Don't you see what's going on in my life? I certainly don't deserve what I'm getting right now. And at the end of the previous chapter, though, the writer reminds us of something that's been really my takeaway throughout this whole story of Joseph. I want to read verse 21 of chapter 39 again. It says, but the Lord was with Joseph in prison and showed him his faithful love. You see, these words are repeated 5 different times in the Joseph story. And that, as I said, this is my biggest takeaway because Joseph seemed to sense that the Lord was always with him. And because he sensed that the Lord was always with him, he's able to navigate through these really difficult times when he's being treated unfairly. And in this chapter, even while he's in prison, undeservedly, he's not overcome with self-pity or just totally focused on himself. He even has the ability to ask others. He asked the chief baker and the chief cupbearer. He asked them, "Why do you look so worried today?" And that's not something that someone who is focused on themselves would do. Now, Joseph does not know what the long-term future holds. He has not the ability to read ahead in Genesis. He may get out of prison or he may not, but he's able to look past the circumstances to offer friendship and kindness to these new friends. Now, I think that that's my takeaway for today is that you and I don't know what the future holds. We never will. But God has given us opportunities today to be a light to those around us, and then to trust him for the future, and to remember his promise that God is not done with any of us yet. Thanks be to God. Have a wonderful day.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.